Hey guys, what's going on? This is another K-pop profile video. K-pop profile is this series of where I do a career timeline of K-pop music artists from their debut to current. So if you want to check this video out, as well as other videos I've done on this series and other K-pop videos I've done on K-pop, like CD reviews, go on my playlist, which is titled Kyle's K-pop Playlist, to check up on all of my K-pop music videos. Not music videos, but videos that I do on K-pop, like CD reviews and my thoughts on certain topics and stuff. So this is one group, one of my favorite all-time groups. I wasn't want to do this video on. I wanted to, when I had the thought of making this series, this was actually going to be the very first video I wanted to do. But they're one of my favorite groups of all time. I just wanted to do it because I missed them that much. And that is SEEYA. SEEYA started off as were a three-member female vocalist group that were brought together by SG Wannabe, which is a three-member vocalist male group, K-pop group, which I don't know if that says they're one of my favorites of all time. So SG Wannabe found all three members, Kim Young-ji, Lee Bo-ram, and Namgiri, found all three of them, brought them together, and they signed with Core Context Media, which houses other artists like Supernova, Tiara, Da Vinci, and, well, the new female group that's coming up called Gang Kids, which is just a stupid, ridiculous name. But anyway, SEEYA, they made their debut in 2006 with their very first album titled The First Mind. Very good album. Was very impressed with their vocals. They lived up to the name that they had set. Well, not the name, but the nickname everyone was giving them, and that was the female SG Wannabe. They definitely lived up to that. Their vocals were just, I was amazed by all three members' vocals and how talented they were. Their album, I enjoyed. I was a fan. Downloaded it like within a month. Month later, downloaded that. And still to that, it's probably like the best song album, I think. Fast forward to that, you get to 2007. They came out with their second full-length album, which was called Lovely Sweetheart. Again, nice power ballad vocals. Nothing you would expect less of SEEYA. And I think during that time too, that was one of the best-selling albums during that year. And I even got them. They even won Rookie of the Year award. I do remember them winning Rookie of the Year more than once. I think they won it maybe like twice, 2 or 3 times they might have won. But that album definitely got them like a lot of awards and recognition, and more recognition that they already got from the first album. Then fast forward to 2008, they come out with their third full-length album, California Dreams. California Dream, nice, another beautiful, album, record. I think it was a little bit more, this album was a little bit more, I should say, soft, lighthearted compared to the previous two, but it's still good stuff. And then later the year, during, I think, probably like maybe the fall of 2008, that same year, SEEYA came out with their fourth full-length album, titled Brilliant Change. Now, this is the only album compared to the previous 3 I had never owned, and I never really paid too much attention to it. I did. Now, the single for the album I did listen to, and then there was another song, I can't remember the name of it, that I did listen to, and from what I remember, their fourth album was a little bit different from their previous, because this album had a little bit more of, they put a little bit more of an electric pop sound into this album, rather than the previous 3, which are just completely like power vocals. Their fourth album, Brilliant Change, well, they had a brilliant change to it, that it was different from their previous 3 albums, no doubt about that. But during that time, like one of the girls that came out with So Hot and Taeyang, it came out with his first solo album. So during that time, I don't know what was I doing, but those were like the hit songs I listened to that entire summer of 2008. So it was like that kind of overshadowed. I do remember them promoted that album, but I never really stuck around to find out. I never really stuck around long enough to really pay attention to SEEYA when they did for their fourth album promotion. Going into 2009, after they had wrapped up promotion for their fourth album, it was reported, and this was like everywhere in Korea media, that Namgiri had wanted to leave her album and the group to pursue an acting career. CC Core Context Media had disputed, saying that Namgiri had just deliberately stopped all like promotions for like the group and everything else. She, on the other hand, Namgiri, argued the issue, saying that her contract only lasts for like 3 years. Those 3 years are up, so she's no longer, obligated, to be with SEEYA or the company, because her contract states she has a 3-year, time period, and those 3 years are up. This just caused like a whole big uproar. SEEYA was supposed to come out with a new album that spring, but because of this, it got delayed, just on hiatus. So, since then, as a fan, looking at this group, I kind of knew where this was going. It was kind of going to go just downhill. It could only go from downhill. After that, and she also made statements that, the CEO of CMM was, or CCM, was evil, which I can agree with, because I hate the way CCM construct their artists and treat their artists just as much as I do with SM. And then she also made the statements that the other two members, Youngji and Boram, kind of gave her funny looks and were mean to her, which I just don't believe that. But anyway, they end up requesting her, giving her request to leave, and the CCM had made a statement that they would replace Namgiri with a new member called Lee Sumi, and that the group will come back with a new mini album titled Reblog. So as a fan of the group and just, kind of baffled of everything that happened, I'm like, okay, well, they're going to get the fresh start with a new member. So I decided to buy the physical CD of Reblog. Unlike their previous 3 albums that I owned, where I just downloaded them, Reblog was the only album with the physical CD I actually bought, because I just don't want to support them that much. I thought it was good. So this is their first mini album. The single was called His Voice, which was a really good poppy song. It was poppy. It had the common sound and trend that a lot of other K-pop songs had during that time when it came out in early 2009. Youngji and Boram, you still had the powerful vocals. You had the powerful vocals in the song, as well as Lee Sumi. I thought she did a good job for trying, to fit in. I thought she did a good job. But unfortunately, the album as well as the song did not do very well. And then shortly after that, CCM had said that Lee Sumi, that they would withdraw Lee Sumi from SEEYA and place her with their new up-and-coming group, Co-Ed, which just ended up being a flop. But that SEEYA would continue as a duo. I'm like, okay, well, this sucks that they cut her from the group, but okay, at least SEEYA will continue. Long story short, SEEYA continues doing like collaborations with Da Vinci and Tiara, which were their label mates. And then shortly after that, it was announced that the remaining 2 members of SEEYA wanted to separate and go their separate ways from Core Context Media. Core Context Media agreed to that, and that was it. They did do one last album. Namgiri came back to do one last final goodbye with the 2 remaining members. They came out with an album which was called See You Again, the last album, which was a collaboration of all the greatest hits plus 2 brand new songs. And they ended promotions for that song like back in January 2011 last year. So it's been a year. It hasn't even been that long since SEEYA, did their final, farewell performance forever. And so that was just sad, because like I said, for the time that they were out, from 2006 to, well, pretty much 9, even counting the replacement with a new member and all that other stuff, They had accomplished a lot, within the 3 or 4 year span that they were out, and they won tons of awards and rookie awards. They accomplished a lot, and still to this day they're one of my favorite, vocally one of my favorite K-pop female groups of all time. Even not just vocally, but just period of all time. And I would consider them to be future legends in K-pop. So let me know what you guys think about SEEYA. Did you enjoy their music? What was your favorite songs from them? What did you think about what did you think about Lee Sumi, who replaced Namgiri for a short period amount of time? What did you guys think about the scandal when it first, happened a few years ago? Leave your thoughts in the comments box below. Subscribe. Peace.